G'day, Rudy here, 19th of October. Welcome to the daily weekend version. I'd say we've got a volatile week ahead of us this week, being led by last week's candles, which is going to be very common. So this is our market. So we had an indecision candle week. You can see we're up and down and then finishes in the middle. If we look at America, before the prior week was that big Trump China thing, and then another indecision candle week. So I think they'll either play games, because there'll be a whole bunch of people short from around here with stops here, so Mr. Market might just try and take him out, or it'll drop down and then probably they'll buy it up. Wait and see. NASDAQ, same thing, indecision candle. So a few decisions on direction need to be made. Now this is probably a new one for some people. The big PX. So this is the BlackRock 60/40 target. So this is what all the big fund managers tell their clients to go into, the 60/40 portfolio. And why do I say that? Because I don't know if you have heard, or there's rumblings, there's stories out there that they're saying it's now a 60-20-20 portfolio, where that other 20 is gold. Now why would they be doing that? This is the gold over the big PX ratio. So you can see that now, well, since 2019 really, gold has been outperforming that ratio, and they're now telling their clients to have 20% to gold. So there's that declining wedge and that break. So yeah, interesting days with gold at the moment. So this is gold. It's so I said before, like if from a trading perspective, that's the flagpole, add it to there. So it reached its measured moved. Doesn't mean it crashes or stops there. So this is a weekly chart. This is the moving average. So on the daily, that was an indecision candle. Could it pull back to here? Yeah, and everything would be rosy. Could it keep going? I mean, at the moment, this 4 hour 20 period average has been, if you were trading, a good time to buy. But we're not trading here. So I don't know. It's always been, it was when I started the channel in March, it was easier to say buy. Now I think it's just more of buy the dips. That's all I can really say. But one thing I would like to add though is how much money the gold miners are making. This line here is their cost of production. So you can see back here, basically they were producing gold for the cost. So here, so April 24, 2015, they're basically making $500 an ounce. Now they're making 2 to 4. Call it 2, well, 4, call it 4, it's $2,000 an ounce. So that's 4 times money going into the coffers. So it'll be interesting, they reporting quarterly this week. Because if we go to, so this is the GDX in America. So you can see, so Friday, like anyone who watches closely, everything got smacked on Friday. So that is an ugly candle. It's a shooting star. If we look at it at a daily perspective, it doesn't look that bad. It looks like a buying opportunity. Yeah, all I can say really is buy the dips. So this is the miners ETF, but this is us on Friday, so this will come down on Monday, because GDX that we were just looking at, that one there is the American version. Okay. Now so this is GDX over gold, so the gold miners over the gold price. So I still think gold miners will outperform gold in the long run. At the moment, gold's been outperforming. GDXJ, so that's the American one. Well, I guess it's my preferred one. So that got whacked on the daily. It could be a buying opportunity. Now, I prefer, the reason I prefer GDXJ is because this is GDXJ over the mid cap, and basically, GDXJ is basically holds all our bar Northern Star, all our gold producers, and over the long run, you expect them to outperform. So, all right. So on to some of our. I'm not going to go. So my preference, if you're going to buy big, like an Australian gold producer, you don't want to buy an ETF, then you buy a Northern Star. It's the biggest one. They're actually in the MNRS ETF. Okay, so if we go to some of the smaller ones that I'm covering, small producers, developers and explorers we'll go through. So AWJ is still looking fine. Now the smaller guys haven't run, so they're not as impacted by a smashing gold price going down. BGL still looking good. Horizon still looking good. KSN still looking good. In the developers, got ARV. So I think, and these are the type of so they've broken, come back, test, go. That's what you're looking for. Barton Gold, yeah, still looking fine. Bright Star. So this is an interesting. This is that LSX, that listed investment company. It's one of their biggest holdings. Anyway, it's still looking fine. Cell looks beautiful. Look at that. no one told them about the gold price on Friday. PDI still looking good. Roxy still looking good. SVG, so that's fine. It's sitting at this support here. Again, if it does come back, retest. SMI looking good. TSO looking fine. Win. Okay, so they're the okay, so they've broken again, come back here if they can find a bottom at 4 and go. That's fine. Explorers. So AGC, BES, GBR, you see they're all hanging on that resistance. GA8, he's having a bit of a go there. MI6, he looks like he wants to go. ODY, sorry about that. ODY testing support. Putinay, PTN, so it's got that indecision candle, so pullbacks to here would be a buying opportunity. SNG, got a bit nervous up there, so pullbacks would be okay. RHI, okay, well they're going. RMI, still looking good. RTR, he looks good, breaking out. RCR, they're still looking fine. RGL, sitting, waiting. SUH, similar story. SHN, they're going. AAM, okay, so this is a new one. So we'll put a, well, I guess I've got to put a buy there. So they got to be, so obviously digging, drilling holes in Canada with an existing resource. So it's always good if they've got an existing resource that they're drilling. So keep your eyes on that one. And LSR, that's another new one. You can see there's lots of volume coming in there. Better stamp it. So they've got a whole bunch of projects, but I think their main one's the zinc lead silver project in WA, so more zincy, and they've got some other gold projects and copper gold projects, a whole lot of them. Anyway, someone is enjoying it. Well, time for the who we got next? We've got the copper gang. Okay, so copper. So I had someone say copper's in a bear flag pattern. It's not really a bear flag, but ideally a bullish pattern is though when it's sort of it's sloping down slowly, then bang. So sloping ups aren't that bullish, but again, I think you just got to take long-term picture, monthly chart of copper. It's getting squeezed into a big wedge here. That's a flagpole there. So on breakout, it goes that flagpole. So I think just keep the eye on the price, buy the dips. So the copper miners ETF, so wire. So again, a long way from the moving average, the 20 weekly. If we look at the daily, so pullbacks, I think that's at this stage the best I can say is say like if it comes down to 18, buy it. I don't think it'll come back down here. Or there's the COPJ ETF. So this is the one in America. So all these ASX copper stocks are in there. So again, rather than try and pick one of them, like just pick Hot Chili or AIS, you can buy them all, but you've got to be in America. Similar story, daily chart. Okay, if we go on to, okay, so BHP. So BHP's the top holding in MVR. Heavy weighting in my new Australian Super model portfolio. Looks great. Okay, so onto some smaller ones. So AMI, it's still looking fine. A1M, that looks good. In the developer space. Okay, so CYM, looks like so again a pullback and then up. Good buying, I'd say. CVV still looks good. DVP still looks good. Okay, so Hot Chili, again, if this got good support at 90 cents. So then the Explorers, we've got AZY, hasn't phased them yet. CBE, still got a bit of resistance here. COD, getting scared up here. CY5, that's looking okay. GRL, so there's a little bit of hesitation around the markets, as you can see. FFM, it's not scaring him. RDN, so that's a big candle last week. I think I put it on Thursday, this one. So keep you on that. SVY, setting up nicely for a retest and then a kick. TTM, so that looks good. ALM, this is a new one. This must have some subscriber, Mr. JC. He reckons this looks good. I reckon it looked good too. So give it the stamp. So copper project in Queensland. CAE. Okay, so this is another new one. So they're copper, gold and silver in Queensland, drilling an old resource. So they look good. Alright, now on to the uranium gang. So uranium wasn't... okay, so spot price for uranium has come back this week. Still above the moving average here. The thing with uranium, these big producers, is they don't sell at spot. They lock in long-term contracts to the point that actually Cameco, which is the biggest holding in this one, didn't have enough production, so they had to go and buy on the spot market to deliver their uranium promises. Interesting. So again, buy on dips, URNJ. So you can see all big ugly candles this week. So pullbacks, buy them. So Paladin, similar candles, pullbacks, buy. Pen, still looking fine. AGE. Okay, so I reckon if he can pull back down here to 2.5 cents and go, that's probably a good entry. It's not good when you're in it, but Bannerman, BMN, so they're just struggling around that area there. DYL, so he's heading up. Lot. Okay, so again, that good support around this area, so I'd say good buying. Okay, onto alright, the rare earths. So the rare earths, so REMX, that's the ETF in America. So that was this is the daily. So I think similar story. You just got to buy the dips. Linus. So Linus, there's that flagpole. There's the flag added to there. So it hit its measured distance. Doesn't mean it crashes, but again on the daily there. So I think if it drops, you just got to buy it. Well, the thing is, you'd rather buy when it's red than green. I guess that's a takeaway. ARU. So again, if we look at the daily, there's a big support around there, a long way from the daily moving average. So you wouldn't be surprised. ASM is a similar story. Daily, a long way from it. A bit of a gap there. We've got, I won't go through all of them, but I'll go through some of the rare earth ones that haven't been hammered. So AVL has stood up pretty well. Lin is holding okay. VML still sitting nicely there. MEI, I'm just, because this is a Rick Rule favourite. I know a lot of people follow Rick Rule. He's a smart man. The thing with Rick, though, you've got to remember, is he buys them and they can do whatever they want for 5 years. He doesn't care. They can go down 80% and he doesn't care as long as they go up in 5 years. Anyway, it is a good project, and if you haven't got it, like pullbacks around here, 19-20 cents. If you haven't got it and you love Rick Rule, buy it. EPM, that's holding up not too bad. Okay, so now onto my girlfriend. Okay, so that's a straight line. Actually, what I want to show you, that's what I wanted to show you. 12 months. So this is a yearly candle. Okay, so that's 1 year, 1 year, 1 month. So now look at that candle for a year. And it poked above this 50 year one. So there's a bit of momentum going behind her. I think like just when it drops 5% or whatever percent in a day or whatever, that's a big piece of momentum sitting behind it. So this is the daily chart. And I also do think the longer it stays above 50, the better. Because the people selling silver don't have it on the futures market in London. They're trying to get it down, but they don't actually have the silver to back it up. So anyway, she's been let free out of 50. She's escaped, and they'll try and put her back in prison. But just hang on. Zinc. So I'm showing zinc because a lot of these companies in silver, it's very rare to get a pure silver mine. They're usually mined as like secondary with zinc and lead. So the zinc price is doing fine. So my preference is silver over gold. Why? Because of this ratio here. So as you can see here, some silver was right up here. So historically, we're at low values of the silver ratio compared to gold. So that's why I like silver more than gold. So ETP Mag, I know a lot of people were getting in back here. And it's a key plank of the Australian super model portfolio now. You don't get it in MVR. Okay, so same story. If pullbacks, just buy pullbacks. And it's also had some people say, should I just dollar cost average, every month into these things? Something like MVR, yeah, that's things like the ninjas. I think you're just better off say DCA into a bank account, and then when they get smacked, buy. Because I'd hate to you DCA your monthly thing into. In the long run, it probably doesn't matter, but I don't know. That's just my preference. Anyway, he's looking good. So SilJ. So the silver miners, these are all silver miners, American ETF. So again, an ugly candle that week. If we look at a daily, it's still holding above here. So we're at the whim of the silver price long term. What does the 12-month chart of that look like? So that's SilJ since 2012. So there's a bit of momentum in there, sitting in there. Okay. So XMET, this is, if you don't want to go for SilJ, the closest thing you're going to get to is silver producers. There's some big silver producers in this ETF. Again, pullbacks to 12, I reckon, would be a good entry. So it's mainly silver and copper miners in there, so it will come back this week. If we look at our individual ones, so Ardent, so resistance up there. ASL was my preferred one. It's closest to production at the time. They're over in Chile. BHM, so this is an old mine that they've actually started. See, there's that zinc, lead, silver combo. So at least they're making money. JBY, so this is an interesting one because they've got gold in Canada, so they were looking good, and then they went and bought this silver project as well. So geez, any dips in this should be gobbled up, I would say. ILT, so this is a silver indium project. Pullback should be bought. IVR, I think someone sent me a message saying trading hold, so it's more than likely a capital raise. Try and raise some funds to progress to mining. So yeah, just take it up if you're in it and holding it. Or is that Manuka? Well, I think I might have one of them. I think actually it is Manuka. It's doing a capital raise, but same thing. It's just take it up if you're in it. It's looking fine. RCM, they're not doing anything. It's if they had whoever's running SS1 deserve a medal for promotion, for promoting their stock, and these guys don't deserve anything because they've actually got a better project. Anyway, the positive thing is it's forming a bit of a this is what you want, downsloping wedges, because it gives them that power to make the next move. Anyway, so SS1, so it's looking fine. West Coast Eagles, so WCE, so yeah, so these are those downward sloping ones that you want, and then they go. So they're drilling, waiting for results. And then South 32, I thought I'd add that in because there is zinc, mainly zinc, but as you know, if you got zinc, you got silver. And I was listening to some show the other day, no, today. Oh, yeah, so, it's like a subscriber sent a link to an interesting conversation about BHP's iron ore. Anyway, they talked about South 32 spinning out their Cannington mine. Anyway, because that's their zinc mine. Okay, then we got what have we got next? We won't go through that. So tin. So this is the tin price. Looks a bit like the copper price, same chart, doesn't it? Going into a bit of a wedge. So ELT, again, pullback should be bought. Manganese, this is the manganese price. So like all commodities, we're down in this wedgy corner. So JMS, that's exposure, E25. So big ugly candles through resistance. It's usually what happens. People who just want to get out, just get out. But you want them to get out so that it can go up more. And we've got, the mining services. So I'm not saying. So this is MND. But there's some of the lower players like DNL. He's in MVR. IMD. All these little players that haven't run yet, but they will. MSV, SXC, Cube. Well, that's not a little player, but he's in that same space. Alright, then we go to platinum. So So the platinum price, so a few shooting stars there, pulling back to the daily. So there's a lot of shooting stars and indecision candles going on this week. Palladium, same. ETP, MPM, so that's Friday, so that will pull back. This is the gold, silver, platinum, palladium combo, so it's a good one really. Similar story, pullback sport. Zim, so they're the producer of the PGMs in the Oz Super model portfolio. FME, that's another little explorer in that space. And then we'll finish off with the lithium gang. That's not them. Where are they? There we are. So lithium price. So it's funny how this is the futures price for lithium, battery grade. They've just gone sideways. Well, I've done the hard work. They've broken the long-term downtrend, but the stocks are going all over the place. So Lit P, it's the ETF in the US, hitting resistance. Liontown's one that looks good to go. That's a producer. Developers. The lithium people weren't hit as much this week. So CRR, DLI, good support down here, I'd say. VUL, okay, so they're hitting some resistance here. So they're a long way from that moving average, the weekly, and the daily. Maybe. Someone did ask if they should buy the other. I said no. It's a bit run a bit too hard. I mean, these are the best positions that you can buy when they just break through there. Anyway, so explorers, AGY. So you're better off buying when they break rather than up here. AS2. ASN, so I've bought that before it even broke. That's breaking the rules, but I just thought I would join the party. CXO, okay, so big. That was a nice big green candle and decent volume. So GL1 looking okay. GLN doesn't look that exciting really, but looks like good support around there. IR1, yeah, that's oh well, it is what it is. JLL, so that's gone already, so it's probably too late. If you're in, hold. L1M, again we're buying below, but hoping it's going to go up. LKE, okay, so they haven't. That was another one I went early on, waiting to break. PFE, okay, so there's another. So they break, come back, find support, then go. So that's what you're looking for. The break of the downtrend up, and then come back, find support, then go. So that looks lovely actually. And WC8, so that's doing that break. Actually, that's big volume last week. Alright, so that's your weekend daily wrap. So have a good week, and I'll do one tomorrow. So